experts. Hey guys. Hi. Oh, mad dash, mad dash. But for those of you in the members channel, I hope you caught this sell that I posted. I could only say, because I was driving, but it was looking perfect. Look at all the times it failed to break the high and kept trying, and closing near the lows. That was just a lovely little sell. Unfortunately, couldn't maximize it because I was driving, so I just saw 15 pips and closed it off. Right, let's see what's going on. I don't even know what the numbers were, so let me check, see what the numbers were. Hi guys, sorry, I've literally just run in. Ooh, Nasdaq. Right, let's have a look. Nasdaq. I think we might Nas. So what were the numbers? Non-farm as expected. Unemployment up 0.1%. Average hourly earnings as forecast. Don't really take much from that, so I think now for gold, next thing we'll look for is longs above here. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. We don't need the news anymore. It's been done. Get rid of that. So come on, guys. How are we? How's the day been? Has it been a good day, a bad day, a fabulous day? And for some reason, Frankie says he can't trade or something. I'm not sure why that is. Is that because you've just made too many pips, Frankie? Hey Rich, hey Hamid, oh Ahmed, sorry. Uh, who else is in? Why are you all being quiet? We've got only a handful of you can say hello. The rest are sitting on sitting on your hands. Why is that? All right, so let's see if we can capture anything out of. Let's get rid of everything. Actually, let's have a look at it fresh. Mr. Webster, good afternoon, sir. Welcome back to the UK. Daily, we're seeing resistance here. So we've got to get a pop above this range. You see all these wicks here, which is effectively this structure here. So if we can get a pop above there, then we could get some serious upside. So let's just have a look left. Yeah, look at this. So we're talking 29.37. There's a 120 pip range there. If we can get above that area. So remember, whenever the market is going to go in a direction, it usually has to pull in some sellers or buyers, attract them to create the liquidity, the appetite to fill orders to go the opposite way. So, oh, geez, Simon. Uh, uh, let me just, uh, I'll come back to you on that one, Simon. Definitely, obviously not two now. How you fixed? Uh, let, let me have a look. Let me have a look because it just went a bit crazy this morning. I do apologize. Are you sure? Maybe we can do Monday morning. Would Monday morning work for you? Say 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock Monday morning. 6 a.m. Start the week off. Get some analysis done. Gold is looking like we can pop now. So let's hope if we can get a close above here. We've got 15. Right, I'm not gonna get just trapped into it. Okay, so today's been a good day, but we need to wait for the market to close in 8 minutes. Candle to close in 8 minutes. Let's have a look at the Nasdaq. Again, Nasdaq, something similar. Yeah, thanks, mate. If you could do that, that'd be great. Um, let's mute you, sir. All right, guys, let me know how your day's been. Has it been a good day, a crappy day, or an average day? Let's see. Gold's rejecting that 29.25. Maybe we need Nasdaq's dropping as well. Okay, the DAX. Let's clear everything off here. All right, daily DAX. What's happening? So we have broken yesterday's low. So let's have a look what's happened when we break the low. So strong close below the low. We had a couple more downrange candles. Then we reverted back into uptrend. Again, we had a bearish downrange day. We had one more downrange day but it was a positive close. Then we went back up into the impulsive move. Again, another downrange day. Went straight back into a positive move. So even if there's going to be a downrange day, I would say coming into next week, we want to start looking for buying opportunities should price create support and we have some clear candle space. Now isn't the time. Now isn't the time. This is horrible. If anything, the short trade looks nicer, but it is against trend. And it looks nicer purely on the basis that we've got clear candle space to the left-hand side. So we've had a 30-minute is okay. So look, if I wanted to be a bit fussy, I'd wait for a close below 22,657 on the DAX because yes, we've got support here, but then we've got support here. We've got room underneath 22,896, 896. Oh, there's 100 points there, so we do have room if we get a close below here down to this next level. So we've got room on the DAX. Let's just put an alert here for sells. Two friends of mine are watching you, Mark. Say hello to Mohammed and Emo. Hey guys, Emo and Mohammed, welcome to the team. Paolo is a great gent and he's getting there with his trading. So first and foremost, lovely to have a couple of new people on the live stream. If you've never traded before, this might be a bit of a foreign language to you. If you have traded before, then our concept here is all about trading price action and at certain times of the day. So predominantly the London Open, pre-London Open and pre-US Open. Now today is a bit of a crazy day because it's what we call non-farm payroll. It's the US labor report coming out 1:30. It's just come out. So you see lots of volatility, big movements in the markets, especially around the Nasdaq and gold, anything dollar based at 1:30. Then what we're waiting for is we don't want to trade that first bit of news. We want to trade before it or we want to trade after it once the market is settled down and try and take advantage of the setups that we see. So we have a few different setups. We have one which is a breakout. So in its most simple terms, we have a resistance level or a support level and the market with sheer momentum and just breaks out of it and we look to take advantage of it with some simple price action. Um, the systems and that we put in place are, I wouldn't say are genius. It's just very, very simple. What is good about it is, no, that's the wrong phrase. The hard thing is to stay in control of your emotions. So meaning fear of missing out, watching a market when it breaks out and doesn't pull back, and you just have to sit there and watch it go. Unfortunately, this is where we as people find out a lot about ourselves, especially when money's involved. We see greed, we see fear, and we start to do all crazy irrational things that we wouldn't expect ourselves to do. So if this is your first delve into trading, welcome to it. You're going to find out some interesting characteristics about yourself. So what we're looking for now is we're looking for buys on gold if we can get a close above like this one here. So you see how this closed above? A setup we would have looked for would have been the next candle to pull back down, then we buy the break of the high. So I'm going to look for something similar. This is a false break here, so we can just, if you want to label it, you can do. If you just, you can acknowledge it. Just now, you don't know it's going to be a false break until after the event. So when people tell you, "Oh, I knew it was going to be a false break," bullshit. No one knows anything is ever going to be a false break until after the event. Okay, so and a false break just means the market broke out of the range and then it came straight back into it. Okay, so that's a false break. What we're looking to do is take advantage if the market breaks out. We want it to keep going up to our next resistance level, which we've marked on here. So today has been what have I done? One, two, three, four trades. I've done one, two, three on gold, two buys, one sell, and a buy on the DAX. Um, so yes, I am done for the day in terms of profit. I've hit my targets, um, more than enough. But we're just gonna sit tight and see what happens. Nasdaq again, you can see we're looking for buys above 20,185. So same principles. We need to wait for a candle closure above here. But this is actually a cleaner setup because if we look at the next structure level, and when I talk about clear candle space, this is what I'm referring to here. You see these bodies. Look at the size of those bodies. Imagine a motorway with no traffic on. That's that. Imagine a motorway like the M25 in rush hour. That is this congestion. And what we want is we want the market to break out of that. So we want the roads to free up. And when it frees up and we get above certain areas, so we get out of the congestion zone, or some we get free traffic to trade into. So the difficult thing for traders and for retail traders is staying in control of their emotions and not just focusing on the one candle. So what you'll find is a lot of people will just focus on one candle. They'll see a big move and they'll go, "Oh, we need to get in. We need to get a piece of that," as opposed to, right, okay, that's moving now, but what does it look like? So this is the 30-minute. Each candle represents 30 minutes. What happens if we change it to the hourly? Right, okay, so we get a slightly different picture. We get a less congested picture, and the reason being is we've taken, for every two 30-minute candles, we're now getting one 1-hour candle. So it means there's less candles on the chart for the same amount of time we're looking at. So in theory, everything should be smoothed out a little bit, but you'll still see there are areas of congestion. It's really simple, guys. I'm no wizard. Um, I'm well, sure as hell I'm no wizard. But what I can do is I can make sure people understand the system relatively quickly, and I can get you trading it efficiently. So just to give you an insight, Mohammed and Emo, as you're new to this channel, there's quite a few of the members in here right now. So guys, if you're a member in here, just share your results for this month or last month, so or both months, I don't mind, just so people can get an insight into the kind of returns that you're doing based on these simple systems. Like I said, it's not rocket science. I haven't reinvented the wheel. I'm just looking at pure price action, but I do speak in layman's terms. Okay, that's I would say that's probably the best thing that I do. Okay, I don't try and waffle and I don't try and flower it all up and make it sound like it's designed by Einstein. Okay, so this is real, this is something that you can do, and this is things that my team are getting serious results on. So there you go, Nigel, 3.2% up on his funded account this month. And just to give you an insight, guys, 3.2% this month. Guess when the month started for trading? Monday. We're now on Friday. So this is the fifth trading day of the month, and he's at 3.2%. Rich last month, 9.3%. This month, 2%. Fantastic. It's only the 7th day of March, but it's only the 5th trading day, which is even more important. Okay, so these are statistics you've got to look at, guys. It's not about trading. Um, and I won't flower you with telephone numbers. Um, so look, I'll just share with you. So I use TradingView for analysis. Where's my streaming kit? One second. Let me just change. So we're going to go over to, here you go. So you can see today, we've got 4 trades. That's the trades that we've done today. Um, so we're up $1,500 on this account, which is copied across 3 different accounts, all of the same size. Target is $532 a day. Now, you probably go $532 a day. That's not a lot. So, insight, $532 a day multiplied by 4 accounts is 2,000 and change. 2,100 and what is it? Whatever. Multiplied by 47 weeks, because that's the amount of weeks I'm going to do over 4 accounts. So it works out that you do $10,640 per week over 47 trading weeks is $500,000 profit a year by hitting $532 on average every trading day. So when I hit my target, I don't stop trading, which is why you saw there it was 1,506. Now the other day I lost 2,400. So it happens. Yeah, you're not gonna have wins every day. You're not gonna have losses every day. You're not gonna have winning weeks, winning months every week, every month. So it's about keeping things consistent and just chipping away. When you take profit, walk away. Which broker should I use on TradingView? TradingView, okay, so TradingView is just purely for analysis. In my description on the video, Mohammed, you'll see who we use for pro accounts. There should be in the description. It just says recommend a broker for pro accounts. If you're looking for instant funding as well, so like a funded account, that's in the description as well. We use a website. In fact, I'll just share it with you. It's called Instant FX Capital. So this is if you want a funded account. You can start with as little as $300 up to a maximum of $5,000, and then multiply it and your starting balance by 10 initially. So your 300 is 3,000. Based on performance, that can go all the way up to 60,000. If you start on the $5,000 account, you start with 50,000. It can go all the way up to $1,000,000, of which you get a large percentage. You start off at 80%, and by the time you get to stage 5, the lowest profit share you'll get is 50%. So a really, really good way to maximize your own capital for potential future growth. So we're just sat back in the range really here. DAX sat in the range. Gold sat in the range. And there was me hoping that the news would take us outside of it. But what I'm not going to do today is I'm not going to jump off the stream early, because the other day I jumped off a pleasure. So, and if you um, if you have you seen the description, Mohammed, as well? If you look in the description, you'll see all the other links down at the bottom. When you click on more, there's links to my website and links to funded accounts, links to preferred broker. So that's all in the description, guys. Uh, so I only trade 3 markets personally. I will call out different setups, like we called out New Zealand dollar the other day, which was this one that went on to hit target, did 3.4%. That was in a live stream. I called it. I didn't trade it. So I'll say if I spot something, I'll say, look, this looks like a good setup. Doesn't mean that I'm trading it. I'll always let you know. You'll always see when I'm trading. You'll always see my trading account. You'll see when I place the order. You'll see the P&L. So everything is very, very transparent here, guys. It's not a okay. Uh, so Let's get rid of this for now. Don't need that there. Bring that down and get rid of that. Don't need it. Okay, so unfortunately, the art of trading is a little bit like being a sniper, especially if you're day trading, because you just have to sit here and stalk the market. Now, one way, how is my risk management? So I trade at a standard or a fixed lot size. So I don't trade at a percentage of my account, which most, let's say, educators will say. They'll say trade at 1% to 3% of your account balance and so forth. And the reason for that is, um, let's say I trade at 1%. The way that I manage a trade once it's triggered is I reduce my risk massively the second the trade is triggered. So if I was to trade at 1%, the second it triggers, all of a sudden my risk is diminished and therefore my potential returns diminish. So when I set the trade up, the initial risk in terms of value on the account could be anywhere in between one and it could be between 1% and 3%. Sometimes it might be a little bit more initially, depending if the candle's massive. But then I try and avoid that candle and wait for another candle to form. Um, no worries, Paolo. Take care, bud. Um, so yeah, risk management, and then we're taking money off the table very quickly. So 10 pips on gold is the first take profit, 20 pips on the DAX, and 20 pips on the Nasdaq. So, and then we're scaling out as it moves and moving stops as it moves according to price action. So yeah, very aggressive risk management. Always like to take money off the table quickly. Never go for the Hail Mary. Cheers, Mohammed. Take care, buddy. Have a great weekend. Thanks for dropping in. But yeah, there's not a lot to get involved with at the minute. So I'm just going to see what happens at 2 o'clock. See if anyone looking at anything else. Wow, guys, I am seeing some amazing commitment from one of my members. One of my members has just messaged me. I won't mention any names, and just said they will be giving their notice in on Monday at work so you can trade full time. They've managed to accrue enough cash in the bank to cover bills for a period of time, and in the meantime, that's going to take pressure off their trading results. So all I can say is I commend that kind of decision. It's bold, and as Tony Robbins would say, if you want to take the island, you burn the boats. Meaning, once you get on the island, the method you took to get to the island, i.e., if you've gone to an island, you've gone by boat usually, unless you've gone by plane, whatever. If you've got whatever method of transport you went to get that island, you burn it, you get rid of it. Yeah. So I'm sure the member that's done that will let other members in the group know, but that's down to them to share that information. But yeah, Nigel, one of them literally just being messaged, so I'm not going to share a name. If they want to tell you, if they will. But amazing, amazing action. That's all I can say. The one th you the one thing you can say is you can always get another job. You can always go back into the industry you come from. One thing you can't do is I'd rather give something a chance, give something a try, and if it doesn't work for whatever reason, then you can say it didn't work. So when I first started trading, right, I was one of 65 people in a course. I remember my first ever trading course. Of them, uh, of the people that were in it, after about 2 years, I think only one or two of them were still doing it. And now I don't think any of them are still doing it. The only difference between what happened between me and everyone else was I quit my job in Doncaster and I moved to London and I just immersed myself in trading. That's all I did. I went and worked under a company in Kansas as well for a year. I worked with a guy from the British Virgin Islands for 2.5 years. Um, I just immersed myself around traders. I had a mentor from Nomura Bank, Andrew Brody. I had a mentor from Fidelity, Julian McCree. Um, so I've had different mentors that have taught me different trading styles, different techniques. One thing I can tell you about all of them is that they were very mechanically orientated, meaning that it takes emotions out of the process. So if you're looking at a trade, instead of going, "Oh, this looks good," your set of rules will tell you whether you can take it. It's that simple. So it goes if done, if done, if done, if done. Yes, okay, we take the trade. So complete. So let's see. Nasdaq is potentially. Let's have a look. 4 hour looks good. That's my only issue with shorts on the Nasdaq. 2021. There's still 50 pips there. What we got? 2 o'clock. So my issue with the shorts on the Nasdaq is, well, it's not going to close below now. Gold, if gold pushes up, we've got a sell. If we get a push up on gold, we have a sell. Yeah. So I'm see my broker's very different to this. My broker's price is dropping. So if this had have pushed up, then there was a sell. But on my broker, price is already dropping. So it's a shame it didn't push up because that would have been T1 and T2 so quick. 20. Yeah, never mind. Look, this was a simple setup because we've got clear candle space here. You've got big outside candle. Um, it takes out the highs and closes below the lows. So there we go. Look, I wouldn't take the low of this either because it hasn't pushed up. So it is what it is, guys. We just let it go, as they say in Frozen. Oh, that would have just hit all targets. Did anyone take shorts on that? Uh, okay, so if this continues to push up, I'm going to take a sell stop underneath the low on the Nasdaq. So look, let's get it. Let me have a look on the broker data. Switch screens. Okay. Yeah, we've got 37.5 points. So switch Rooney. All right. A second. I've not placed the order yet, guys. I'm just. There we go. What's that? 19938. I'm going to place it in a second. I just want to have. There we go. Okay. Orders placed now. Right, I'm going to chuck partial TP in at 20 pips. There we go. So, orders in, guys. That's what I'm doing. You don't have to follow. It's obviously this is just. Let me just check the price. The low 19,999. Yeah, that's fine. 19,997. Okay. Okay, so guys, apparently the name share is fine. So, um, members, Simon is the one who's handing his notice in and he's going to do it. So, Simon Webster, congratulations, buddy. Big, bold decisions, big, bold actions. Let's see if we can get you those rewards now. So, yep, Nigel, Rich, Frankie, Lola, Paolo, Jody. Who else? What other members we got in here? Yeah, it's Simon that's taken the move, the decision to hand his notice in and go hell for leather. Simon went on holiday and came back and said, right, that's it, fuck it, I'm gonna hand in my notice. I'm gonna do this trading. Now, in terms of looking at, well, one thing you know, Simon, is within our community, you're gonna have the support of everyone in there. Everyone wants everyone else to succeed. There's no one's going. There's no jealousy or enviousness. People are just. It's a really nice community. Everyone's got each other's backs. Everyone's sharing trades. Um, no one's just posting the wins without sharing the chart first. Because if they do, out. What's everyone got planned for this weekend? Obviously, Simon, we know what you're doing, mate. You'll be getting your bags packed. Yeah. What we have to do? How much notice we have to work, mate? A month, 90 days. Now, one thing I will say to you, Simon, focus on the process and not the number of trades. Yeah, we're seeing some great results across the board. I mean, for example, even like um, Rich is having some serious results at the minute as well. Nigel's having some serious results. Anna's having some serious results. Leon's flying. Frankie's smashed it. So Frankie's birthday, I think everyone just had the cake and ate it. So yeah, some great results. Well done, team. Let's see where it takes you, Simon. So I'm going to leave this order on through the NYSE Open at 2:30. If it doesn't trigger 5 minutes after that, I'll close it down and we'll call it a day because we've we've done good, guys. We've done good. It's been a great week. Um, Gold can't make up its mind. It's just taking the bottom of the range, top of the range. Let's have a look, see if there was. Nah. No point even trying to trade something like that. Ooh, what's happening on the DAX? In fact, guys, let's do the DAX. I prefer the DAX. Right, so I've cancelled low 910. Shit. It's a bit. Oh. Okay, anyway. That's right. Get to break even, guys. Get to break even. There you go, TP1. We shoot, we score. Look at that. If that isn't how you do it, guys, that was absolutely fucking perfect. Please tell me we got on that, guys. That was literally. I don't even know how quick it was. 0922. 16 seconds. Okay, and we're about to hit T2 now. Come on, let's go. Well done, Rich. Literally, that was just quick, mate. We're about to hit T2. Let's have some of that, please. Just bring it down a little bit. Whoa, so close to T2. YouTube delay. Guys, this is why you gotta be looking as well. You can't just rely on YouTube, man. If well, then get back on the NAS. The NAS is dropping. We can do it now because we're risk free. So we can do it because we're risk free. Alright. So pending order is for me is back in on the Nasdaq. Right, I'm just bringing my stop above the 5-minute candle high. Just looking at some profit. And what? Come on, what's two pips? Okay, there we go. That's 40 pips. Okay, Nasdaq's in now as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do a slightly reduced. I'm gonna do 15 pip first target and look at that crappy fill again. What did that just drop me? 8 pips. Right, so I've got a 15 pip first target on the Nasdaq as opposed to 20, just because this is like another add-in trade. It's not an add-in trade, but it's multiple trades. So I'm going to put a 40 pip standard second target. And because of the way we'll do it, I'm going to do a 70% rule here. So 70% rule. Yeah, 20 seconds can make the difference between number 2 and number 3, right, Jody? So we see 10 pips. I'm going to move stops to break even. Let's see what's going on over here. So annoyingly, that 8 pip slip would have made the difference between a potential. Right. Let me think. All right. So this is we're at 6. What's the risk here? 1700. So I'm not going to hand back all of today's profit on this trade, that's for sure. Um, we're currently sitting at 500 loss. So I've got 1973. So if I get 9, I think, what am I going to see? Around 45 pips. Okay, I'm going to pull the plug on this one soon, guys. If it don't drop, so I'm going to see how this candle closes. And if we close above this high, I'll pull the plug, which right now we're sitting at $800 loss. What we got? 1.5 minutes. Would still like to think that this market should drop based on what we're seeing there. So sitting at $790 loss at the minute. I like this area to test. So in order to do that, we're going to be what, 130. It's 100 points. It's only 230 points down on the day. I can't see why we couldn't do that, but we've got the open in 13 minutes. The question is, are we going to spike on the open or will it sink? Gold, DAX is 1.6% down. Let's have a look at some stocks, see what they're doing. Let's have a look at the. So I'm just going to leave this one open here right now. I'll keep you posted. I've got the. I'm $650 down at the minute on that position. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look at the pre-market open on some of the major stocks. So NFLX. Let's see what's going on. Pre-market down a little bit on Netflix. Let's have a look at Amazon. Down a little bit, not much. Meta, basically where it stands. Okay, so it's rallied a bit more now. I'm down $1,000 at the minute. Tesla's down on the open. Google's up on the open. What have I missed? Amazon, Netflix, Google, Meta, Nvidia. See what this is doing as it's flat on the open. Any other big ones you can think of? Um, yeah, it's well. Look at the DAX. The DAX is off. S&P's off. The Dow's off. Right, let's see what happens. See if we can get the follow through from that hourly candle. I mean, the hourly candle would kind of give us an insight that we should see a little bit more downside on the open, even if it is just back to entry price. Ooh, that's up on the open. Don't know it, but that's nicely up on the open. So $900 down at the minute on that gold position Nasdaq. The DAX is down again. Nine minutes. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? Where are we? What am I sharing? Let's go back to this one so we can manage it accordingly. So should this candle come down and even just break the low of the previous 15-minute candle, I'm going to drop my stop above the high of this candle. If it goes into positive territory, I am actually just going to close half because I just don't like the way it's messed around. I know it is pre-open, so I'm just going to hold my cursor over the close half button to get ready, just in case I see some blue numbers. I don't care if it goes a little bit offside and I end up making a small loss or whatever. And here she is again, my mother. She always loves to ring as I'm on live stream. Like I said, guys, you know where I get my memory from now. Only been doing this for 10 years, and she always seems to ring me in the middle of a lunchtime session. Who says we get wiser with age? I say we get more forgetful. All right, so back to $900 down on the open, on this trade. All right, 15, 18. Okay, let's think. Well, we've got 7 minutes to the open. I could give it all the flexibility and still finish up positive for the day of about $170, which is not fantastic, but I could do that. Or we just made 900, 1030, 1045. So we made $1,045 in this session. So I could, in theory, hand back that and close it now, and I'd have, in theory, made $100 in this session. But I just like this previous hourly candle. Look where it started, look where it went, look where it came to. The next candle's come up, it's broken the low, and it's back here. So what do you think about the DAX again? I I'd stay away from the DAX because the DAX is, I mean, the DAX has got clear space, but I think the one that hasn't moved yet is this. I know we're flirting with this area, but that hourly candle here on the Nasdaq is the one that I like. Unfortunately, we have just like breached the lows and not continued, but I put that down to the fact that we're just coming into NYSE open. Where's Frankie? Is it your birthday again today, mate? Should we do if we do happy birthday to Frankie, the arse will fall out of the market, no doubt, in about 2 seconds. All right, 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. Let's see if we can just drop down 10 pips. I'm going to hit stop loss at entry. So we're down 122 on the day, 162 down. We'll be back at entry. The DAX is 370 down on the day. I just let's have a look at the daily. Yeah, I just feel like we're going to see more downside on the Nasdaq, guys. I really do. I expect yesterday's low to be tested at least. And if we break yesterday's low, I would expect these areas to be tested. And then if we break or buyers come back in, then so be it. But that's the way that I see this market. All right. So let's get ready for stop loss at entry. I'm going to see a quick drop on the open. 20 points. Let's go. Here we go. And now it's coming. Get ready for TP1, guys. Two minutes. Now this is where the entry should have been had I not got a terrible slippage. So we'd be 8 pips in front. No. So I'm $160 offside at the minute. So what we can do is I'm just going to give it about a minute and a half, see if we can get to our entry price. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close half of it. Just even though I like the setup, I'm just going to de-risk. That's if we get to our entry price, I'm going to de-risk. But it looks like we're going to get to 230 before we get to our entry price. We've got 25 seconds before the open. So this could be a very quick turnaround either way. TP or stop based on the next 23 seconds. And 2 seconds. Didn't even see it go. It did go blue, but my fingers weren't fast enough. And there we go. Was that the opportunity I missed? Usually we get a second bite at the cherry. What would have been a sensible idea would have been to, didn't actually think about it until just now, would have been to move my partial TP to my entry price. That would have been the smartest thing to do, because then it would have taken care of not just the closing of half, it would have moved my stop loss to break even as well. Uh, will we get a second opportunity, or is it just going to spike up now? Mm, what's the damage? We're back at $800. So let's let's do what I should have done. So that's what I should have done, guys. So all I've done is I've just moved. Oh, I've not set it. So that was stupid. I was trying to do it manually, and the whole point of this software is so you don't have to do it manually. But I've never used it to put my entry at a break-even price. But saying that, if I do that, it's actually going to bring the stop to break even, which I don't want to do. I want to give it room to, so I am going to do it manually. So this is where, if it gets there, I'll probably just end up losing a bit of cash because by the time it gets to, if it does get to a blue number, it might flick back to an orange number. So basically, we are 700, 650, $600 down at the minute on this trade. The fact that it's rallied up and it's still holding there, I think we're going to drop, guys. I do, but I'm going to de-risk no matter what. If it gets back to my entry price, I'm de-risking. It looks like I've got the commentator's curse. I think it's going to drop, and what does it do? It rallies straight back to my stop loss. Literally the commentator's curse there. So what's the? We are probably about $1,100 offside now. $1,200 to be 13. Going to be handing back today's profit at this rate. Worst case scenario is I'm going to finish up 1,746. I'm going to finish up $150 up for the day. So this is what I say. Fridays are either the gravy train where we really maximize it. As long as I don't finish down, then I'm not going to be bothered. But if Fridays are where I can really ramp things up, and I'm prepared to. So if you've got a good week, I'm always prepared to put the risk. And like today, if I could turn that into 3K or 4K, then superb. And if I finish up slightly for the day, yeah, okay, you might look at it and go, oh, well, I was 1700 up and now I'm 200. Do I see it as a loss? No, because ultimately I'm trying to maximize everything that I do, and whether that's um, and here we go, pop. No, now we've gone. There we go, guys. 227. So it is what it is. Um, would I take another trade? Not now, guys. Because if I take another trade and it's a loss, then I'm going to go into negative territory. And I did have an opportunity twice to get that out, so that was bad management on my side. Um, but we've still finished up positive for the day. Yes, we could have been a lot more. Um, watch this now. Watch, watch it. Watch it tank. I don't want to watch it tank. So on that note, guys, I'm going to say well done to Simon making a huge decision. If you are going to take this, guys, in my opinion, it looks great. Um, it's, but it's Sod's Law. I'm out now. Guys, have an amazing weekend. I will see you all Monday, maybe 1 o'clock. Simon, I'll see you Monday, 6 a.m. Everyone, have an amazing weekend, guys. Take care and enjoy your weekend. Take care, team. Have a good one. Bye, 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 bye.